Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to today's Project Trinity Weekly Podcast, the space where we connect ideas, technology, and community voices to shape the future together. I am Valerie Jeruto, your host in today's conversation, and I'm thrilled you are joining us today. If you were with us last week, you know, we had an incredible discussion about AI in the village, exploring what artificial intelligence really means for rural communities and how it can transform farming, education, and even decision making. So today we are continuing with that same conversation, but taking it deeper with fresh questions and fresh perspectives. Join me, Joining me today are two amazing guests. We have Enos Tudoko, returning to give us more insights into how communities are responding to AI and what hopes there are for the future. And also today, we have Brian Lolima, who is here to share how AI can open new doors for youth, entrepreneurs, and innovators in our villages. Together, we will explore how Project Trinity can move from just talking about AI to using it as a practical tool for empowerment, building training programs, solving real problems, and inspiring a new generation of leaders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the Project Trinity podcast and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all our social media pages so you will never miss an episode or an update of our project. So let's get started with AI in the village. Enos and Brian, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Valerie, and thank you for inviting me again. My name is Enos Tudoko, and I feel good to be back. Since our last conversation about AI, people at home have not kept quiet. They have asked me a lot of questions in everywhere I went, in the market, at the church, and even along the road. People stopped me and said, Enos, what is this AI? Can it really help us, or it is just another city ideas? So today I want to speak from my heart in a way that everyone's sitting, uh, anyone sitting anywhere with no phone can understand. So AI is not something far away; it's already here. The question is, how do we use it in a way that respects us? It respects our culture and also respects our daily struggles. That's what I will try to explain. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Brian, you're welcome again. And also, since you are not in the last week conversation, maybe you can tell us when you hear the phrase AI in the village, what first image or idea comes into your mind?
Okay, first, thank you for the question. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Brian Lolima. I've taken 2 years and working at cybersecurity projects, AI, and learning AI, props, and web development. So I'm thrilled today to share what AI can do for rural villages and the opportunities that they are in the villages. There are more opportunities, and as Henos has said, I know he has experienced some questions from locals, and I think we'll answer them today as much as we can. So when I hear the phrase AI in the village, the first thing that comes to my mind, I picture a farmer. Because why do I picture a farmer? Because here in rural communities, the main activities is farming. So I picture a farmer with a simple phone app, seeing if what is the right time to plant or weather patterns using his phone. I'm just a youth from West Pokot learning AI tools, and to me, it's like a smart buddy for rural life. Growing up here, I have seen how tough it is when rains don't come, and an AI app could give simple tips on weather or pets, helping families grow more food without stress. It's not fancy tech, it's just a phone making farming easier. Let's say here in Tapach, where we rely on crops, this could mean more money for school fees, maybe, or better meals for our community. I've been messing around with the web stuff at Project Trinity, and I think AI fits our village perfectly. It's not about changing who we are, it's about giving farmers like my neighbors a boost to plant smarter and thrive, keeping our rural life strong while connecting us to bigger possibilities. So that's what I picture in my mind when I hear that phrase.
Yeah, so that's so great, Brian, that you can now see AI helping farmers to predict the rain, the best planting season. So incorporating that, Henos, which local traditions or knowledge do you think could work hand in hand with AI to create better solution, maybe for farmers?
Yes, come again, Valerie, please.
Yes, so Henos, I was asking, according to what Brian said, that AI is now, when he pictures AI, he sees a farmer using a phone to predict the rain and also to know the best planting seasons. Yeah. So incorporating that, which local traditions or knowledge do you think could work hand in hand with AI to create better solutions?
Yes, thank you so much, Valerie, for that. I'll start by giving an example. When you come to Pokot community, people normally observe rains through maybe frogs crying, maybe there's a smell, the dust. What can I say? The smell of the dust, yes, and also the ants building their nests. So through that observation, and also another example is cows just roaming around, just running up and down. So through that observation, you can see that Pokot know very well that the rain is about to come. So with that, you can uh, teach AI to read those signs and all, so that next time when you ask a question that when is the rain coming, you can the AI can tell you right away by reading those signs.
Yes, Enos, you have talked about a very interesting concept there. That yes, in our culture we used to have this prediction. It's like guesswork. I don't know. It's others are true, but uh, we cannot keep on using these methods. So I think that's where AI can come in, where we build AI apps that can predict these weather patterns, maybe if the environment is dry enough. So we'll move from this traditional concept and starting using the full force of AI to make better decisions. I don't know if that's a good explanation for you, Enos.
Yes. I think I missed that point there, but you've given a very good example.
Yeah, for sure. I remember also traditionally, in case maybe there is a long period of dry, they will go to the forest and burn the forest so that rain will come. But now with AI, there is no going to the forest to burn them. So Brian, how do you think AI could open new opportunities for youths?
Okay, as a youth, starting to learn how to use AI, I can maybe what I can advise in rural communities so that they can make good use of this technology is AI can spark big opportunities for youth like me in Tapach, especially in jobs and creativity. As a young guy from West Pokot exploring AI, I see it creating work right here Imagine learning to build apps that help farmers track crop prices. That's a job you can do without leaving the village. I have tried some web coding and AI to make it easier to create these tools. So once showing market trends for our honey. For creativity, youth could use AI to make cool videos or designs of our Pokot dances, sharing our culture online with the rest of the world. And that I think that it will be used to preserve our culture. So, and it will create jobs also for youths, because they'll have a content to create and refine it using maybe the AI. So it's like giving us a stage to shine while staying at home. At Project Trinity, I'm learning how these tools open doors for rurals and experts. It's about youth in Tapa using funds to dream big, create art, or start small tech gigs that keep our community growing and proud. So I think but there are many opportunities for us for in AI. The only thing is to embrace it and learn how to use it.
Wow, that's awesome, Brian. So, incorporating to that, Henos, what is that one daily activity where AI could save time or make life easier in your village?
Yes, thank you so much, Valerie. The first answer is farming, because we are farmers. Farming is the heart of our life. So every day people wake up asking, should I plant today? Or is this pest dangerous? Will the rains last? There are AI tools already tested in Kenya, where a farmer can take a photo of a maize leaf, and within seconds the phone tells them the diseases and what to do. Some even work without internet. That's, you can work offline. Very important for That's very important for someone in a rural area. This means a farmer doesn't have to wait for agricultural officer who might come once in a while, maybe once in a month. They can get advice instantly right there in their farm. The second thing is translation. Um, Many times the government or non-governmental organizations send messages in English or Swahili. Some villagers don't fully understand. So AI can instantly translate those messages into a language like Pokot. And just imagine a mother at the market asking her phone in Pokot, what is the price of maize in a market like Kamele today? And getting an answer in her language. That builds confidence and reduces cheating. So that's my take.
That's really true, and you said one thing. You use. I think those use cases for AI are very helpful for maybe our communities like this. So I second you on that.
And maybe Brian, you can just tell us something to do with you are building a translation app. The Translate Me. Maybe you can just tell us. Is it? Did you integrate a Pokot language in it or not?
Yes, that's a very interesting question. Yes, I was I am developing. I developed an AI powered a translation app called Translate Me, and it featured many prominent languages. The only problem is, Enos, that our local language is not that well documented. You cannot find that there is many in the open data our languages data. You cannot find it openly in these big tech firms. When you develop an AI app like that, you need to leverage certain services like Azure, Google, and big tech companies. So if you go to their data set, you will find that the data of these languages may be even Pokot, you will not find it. So it's up to us to find that data and put it in those big software companies, so that when somebody needs to translate maybe from English to Pokot, you can find it there. But it's up to us to develop those software. But mine, it just does some basic translation. I wanted to integrate it to Pokot language, but I need to work harder on the data sets so that I can develop that AI translation app perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah. I think it's high time for us to start teaching the AI of our language.
Yes, very true. Even one day I'm dreaming of developing an AI that can understand our language, and maybe when you prompt it in our language, it can answer you very perfectly, even using our that language to maybe give you an output. So I think we have some exciting projects that you can work on for our local communities.
Wow, that's awesome. So great news, guys. Today we have an amazing guest who is joining us today. He's our regional director, Marco Geseto. Marco, you're welcome, and welcome to today's podcast. And please, yeah, we're going to get
Hey,
great news.
yes, I am now about to get some nyama choma before I head to top. But when I was looking at the camera, it's raining, so I'm debating whether I should postpone my traveling until the sun comes up.
Yes, we had a big rain today. It was raining heavily. I think the roads now are very muddy.
So I might have to walk, huh, instead of maybe or a motorbike. I'll take a motor. Where is Who are we supposed to book the motorbike from? There was somebody they announced you can book a motorbike ride from. Was that Metrin?
Yes, yes.
I All right, I need somebody to text me Metri number so I can book a motorcycle ride.
Right away, sir. Yeah, so we are talking about AI in the village. So Marco, maybe you can tell us, when you hear the word AI, what comes to your mind, or how will it impact the project Trinity to align with its mission?
I think with the AI, there are so many things that we could, using the challenges that people face in the villages and the manpower that is there. I think with the expertise from the associates, AI plus the villageness can be integrated together to make the village a global community.
Wow, that's great. Actually, with AI, the villages now can be a global community. Thank you so much for that. Enos and Brian, anything to add on that?
Hi, our regional director. It's nice to see you on the show. So we are
Thank you,
having
Brian, for having me.
yes, yes. So it's true. We can leverage the power of AI in our local communities to solve local challenges. So if we want AI to help us, I think we will need to look at what challenges faces our community and how we can use AI to save our community or help our community. So thank you.
And I think too, AI being in the village and being steered by the locals, I think that brings that closeness and meaningfulness in it because it's not as foreign as we always like to think. Oh, it's an AI, it's not part of us. But then when it's being steered by the locals, I think it's more meaningful than talking about it and being headed by a different group of some hired experts from elsewhere. But I think when it's done by the locals, then it tells everyone that AI can be applicable or can be used anywhere globally.
Yes, for sure. So maybe, Enos, you can add on how do you think elders in the community will feel about technology like AI, and how do you approach those conversations?
Yes, thank you so much, Valerie, and to our regional director, welcome and happy to see you. So, elders are very cautious. So, because we see them as the walking libraries, they have seen many things come and go. They told me, one of the elder told me that. Enos, our wisdom comes from experience. Will AI try to push it aside? So I didn't argue. I sat with him and listened first. Then I explained that AI is not a replacement. It's like a helper, a walking stick supporting your journey, but it doesn't work for you. It gives it. I gave him examples. They know. For example, when the mobile phones first came, many said this box will spoil our traditions. But today, even those elders use phones to call their children, to receive money, to listen to the radios. The same will happen with AI. The same will happen with AI. Strength today is useful tomorrow. Even in studies show that projects which include elders in the design stage succeed faster. And why? It's because elders are respected, and if they approve something, the community follows. So the path to AI acceptance must pass through the elders.
Wow, that's awesome, Enos. So to Marco, how do you think will be the best way to help rural communities see AI as a helpful tool, but rather not something for them to fear?
I think it's important to explain to them how AI works. The way it functions was because of an human input. Then it analyzed the input to maximize its function. So explaining to them that it's not going to replace you, but we will use your wisdom to improve on the functions of AI, because it will take all the data that you give us, will feed it to AI, and then it will tailor it to our cultural, to the language, to the culture, everything that we would want to use AI for. So let them know that they are part of the AI. They can help AI enhance efficiency on how to tackle the challenges facing people in rural communities. So let them know that they are part of AI by just us using that information, or maybe you associates using that information to feed the AI.
Yes, that's really true what you have talked about. If you want to, the best way you can show maybe a rural community on how to use, if to see the helpfulness of AI is to teach them how to use it and to see it as a tool of growth and productivity. So first, I think you'll have to teach them and see so that they can see it in action, because when someone sees something in action they believe it. Maybe they say, like for the soil testing, you can do for them soil testing and then you can use AI to analyze. Maybe later he'll get a greater produce, and using the advice that you gave him from the AI insights. And I think that will be very helpful for our community, and they will see it, AI as an helpful tool rather than something to fear.
Yes, that's very interesting. So, Henos, how do elders in your community feel about technology like AI, and how do you approach those conversations?
Yes, thank you, Valerie. Like I said before, our elders are very cautious with this AI thing because they feel like AI is going to replace their wisdom, and by that, it's very hard to convince that AI will not replace their wisdom. It's just a tool that to help them make tangible ideas. So so it's upon us as the youth or someone or people who know AI very well to tell them or to teach them the importance of this AI and how AI works. Yeah.
Wow, that's great for sure. So, so Marco, how do you think AI can support small businesses or business owners like farmers, maybe artisans, in reaching new markets or new global markets?
And I'm in a very noisy place. So I think it will give them some more ideas on how to um, maximize profits, maybe tailored to what the customer needs are. So then by then they will know what items they need to stock in their shopping places, because AI will monitor what is these that this population needs. And then based on that data that is given by the AI, then businesses can provide the necessary items that is needed for the targeted uh, customers. I think AI will reduce that thought process of thinking, what should I do? Or how do I uh, make sure that I maintain or get new customers? You know, it gives them an insight on how to maximize their operations. And also using AI as a marketing tool to reach out to designate or design customers.
Yeah, that's very true. Brian, you have anything to add on that?
Yes, I was about to echo on what Marco Cheseto has said. So AI can help small businesses, owners, and artisans grow in very many ways. First is for it's to reach new markets. Maybe these local businesses could use AI insights to see the market trends, the prices of goods maybe, and maybe connect them to best prices markets if they use these AI supported tools to inform their business decisions. So even for farmers, they could check when to sell their produce, connect to markets outside maybe their region or even the globe. Uh, so I think it's just a phone app guiding them to bigger sales. I've played a role in web development tools, and AI makes it easy for rural folks to reach far. This means more money for families, maybe for medicine or school. It's not about living in Tapach. It's about bringing the world to our crafts and crops, keeping our rural businesses growing and our community proud with every cell. So I think we can achieve much with AI in this sector.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, Brian. I think we all can see the impact AI is creating now. So, Henos, what role should the schools and teachers play in helping children understand AI early?
Yes, schools are the best place to plant the seeds, and children are very curious. They ask many questions. They experiment. So, if AI is introduced early, it will not scare them. It will just be another learning tool. Teachers don't need to be experts. They can start small, let AI explain a difficult concept in maybe science, mathematics, and let it translate poems into language they want, like Pokot. And also let it help with spelling or hard tasks like the mathematics formulas. things like that. And the point is to show children this is not magic, it's just a tool. And across Africa, there are already programs giving teachers simple guides to introduce AI and digital skills. These programs show that children adapt quickly, and when they grow up, they will use AI responsibly, not blindly and not fearfully. Thank you.
Wow, that's awesome, Enos. So Marco, what is one challenge Project Trinity faces today that you believe AI will help solve?
I think one of the things is reaching out to more followers, more members who can support Project Trinity either by giving opinions or fiscally donations. I think AI can be used to target those groups because I think because we're still a startup company, we need to show the world what we are able to do. We need to show them our ability that we are in a rural community, but we are not rural. We are as global as everyone else.
Yeah, for sure. So Brian, what skills do you think rural youth should focus on learning to make the most of AI opportunities?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think the the skills that rural youths like me can should learn to and are simple coding, maybe simple coding and how to use AI apps. That's the most fundamental the opportunity they can use to in AI. They can learn how to use these AI apps to grab opportunities. So just starting with AI myself and these skills feels like keys to the future. Coding lets you make tools like an app to track clinic supplies, helping our health workers. Using AI apps means you can check market prices or learn new stuff on your phone, opening doors to jobs without leaving your home or your locality. So I've tried some web coding projects and it's not that hard, just fun ways to solve local problems. So for rural kids, these skills mean creating healthier solution and small businesses keeping the patch strong. It's about youth like me using phones to build a better village, not waiting for city jobs to create this to get these jobs. The jobs are here. It's for us to take that opportunity and use AI to create jobs for us as youths. And I think we can achieve this. So thank you.
Yeah, that's great, Brian. So exciting news. I'm about to announce exciting news. So to our listeners, please mark your calendars. Mark your calendars on October 1st. Project Trinity will host an expanding global opportunities event. It will really be a powerful day, and it's where we will share our ideas, success stories, and real solutions that are opening doors for communities and around the world. So stay tuned and get ready for that powerful event. So, Henos, how can we make AI more relevant to local languages, in our communities?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. The starting point is language. Most AI today speak English. That leaves many villagers behind because most of them speak local languages. But there are projects where communities record their voices in local language so AI can learn. For example, there's a project known as Masakane. Is a movement across Africa that builds tools in Africa languages. Another one is Mozilla Common Voice. Also, this collects recordings of people speaking their mother tongues. That data trains AI to understand and speak those languages. If we did this for our language code, then AI could talk to us directly, not through languages like Kiswahili or English. That would be a big step. So thank you. That's my take.
Yeah, for sure, Enos. So, Marco, what do you think? What steps do you think we should take as an organization to prepare communities for ethical and responsible AI use?
I think it will first start with the associates or the people who are spearheading the AI aspect, making sure that nobody infiltrates it with content that we don't want the AI to learn. So that will be the first thing that we need to do. The second one is uh, giving as much information as possible to the local communities who are trying to use the AI for them to understand the importance of what we want to achieve in AI. We don't want to use it for malicious purposes. We want it to help us improve our livelihood. And luckily, we live in a community where moral standards are still very high. So we don't have a big problem on that. We just want to emphasize that AI is just like the community policies that we always encourage young people or even older people to follow. And I think doing that, we will achieve that modest way of using AI.
Yeah, for sure, Marco. So, Brian, so can AI play a role in preserving language, traditions, and cultural stories in our community?
Yes, absolutely. AI can be used as a very powerful tool to preserve, let's say, our local traditions, language, and cultural stories. So, because in this, elders, I worry that our elders' tales are fading as kids chase new things. Maybe an AI app could record their stories or song on their phones and keep them on a database or save forever. And kids could listen to maybe Pokot lessons or watch videos of our dances, learning who we are. And I have seen how tech at Project Trinity connects people, and AI could share our beat designs or music online, showing the world our culture. It's not about replacing our ways. It's a digital keeper that tells us that lets rural youths like me pass down tradition, making Tapach maybe a proud place while staying true to our roots. So I think AI can play a very huge role in preserving our culture, because now the future is going to is moving on to AI powered world. Everything is going to AI websites. Even if you go to any website, you'll see that there is an AI. For example, Grok. If you go on Twitter, so I think AI is the way to go, and it can be used to preserve our community culture.
Yeah, for sure, Brian. We know that communities just when you preserve their culture, then they will have no problem with AI. So I think that will be great. So Henos, what support like training, internet, or devices do you think community needs most to benefit from AI?
Uh, when people ask this question, most will quickly say we need internet or we need smartphones. And yes, both are very important. You need a device to open the door. You need internet to connect you to the wider world. But here is the truth: without training, both the phone and the internet are useless. I have seen it with my own eyes. Someone gets a nice smartphone, maybe sent by a son working far away. They only use it for calls or to play music. Um, they don't know it can check crop diseases or give market prices or even translate messages into local languages. The phone is powerful, but in their hands it becomes just another radio. Why? Because no one showed them how to use it. That's why I will start with the training, and this training is like planting the seed. Even if you give me just one trained youth in a village, that youth can train more than 10 others, and those 10 can each train another 10. Knowledge spreads faster than any worker tower. It grows like a fire in a dry grass. And research supports this. In Africa countries, communities were given short practical lessons, just 1 hour on simple things: how to search for farming tips, or how to check the weather forecast, or how to use WhatsApp groups for market prices. And the results is people immediately started using their phones for real benefits. Farmers checked planting times, mothers confirmed clinic schedules, traders compared the prices. But in villages where no training was given, even with free devices, people just stored them or used them only for music and photos. So here is how I see it. Training is the seed. Devices are the soil where you plant the seed. Internet is the rain and sunlight. Together they make the crop grow, but without the seed, nothing will ever sprout. So if we train our people first, then when the devices come, they will know exactly what to do with them. And when internet expands, they will be ready to use it responsibly. Training first, that is how the village will truly benefit from AI.
Wow, that's a great explanation, Henos. That training is the backbone. So, Marco, how do you see AI? Okay, how can Project Trinity use AI to amplify rural voices and ensure they are part of national and global conversation?
I think creating channels, communication channels, where these people can have a platform where they can share their ideas with the global community. Because right now they don't have that platform. The only platforms that you have are Facebook and Instagram, but then they don't even know how that can be used to reach a wider world. So I think part of it would be designing a platform where ideas can be shared in a way that doesn't intimidate them, because public speaking is not something that everyone can do, but making sure that it's tailored in a way that it provides that space where it feels private, but then at the same time it reaches a global audience.
Yeah, for sure, Marco. Creating the platform will play a big role. So, Henos, so to Brian, actually, if a village wanted to start using AI tomorrow, what is that very first step you will tell them to start with, or you recommend to them?
Okay, the very first step is understanding what is AI and how to use it and the specific use cases of AI. Because if you talk about AI is it's a broad thing. There is AI in 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 many aspects. You can use it for robotics, maybe learning, productivity, creativity, video editing. So it's the first step is to learn how to use it for the specific role that you want it. Let's say for my case, I can do it for data analysis, and I know how to use it, and I know how to protect my confidential data to maybe when using these AI tools so that my confidential data can remain private. Maybe for farmers, they can start if they have understand what is AI, they can start using maybe simple phone apps to check maybe for maybe crop health, animal health, the environment, and stuff like that. So I think the very first step for them is to learn how to use it and learn how to use it properly and ethically. So that's the first step I will recommend to them.
Yeah, for sure. So, Henos, could So what would give you confidence to follow AI advice, whether in farming, health, or other decision making?
Yes, come again, please.
Okay, what will give you confidence to follow AI advice? Let's say whether in farming or health or other decision making process.
Yes, thank you so much. For me, three things gives me confidence, and the first one is clarity. Number two is local confirmation, and testing small. Uh, for clarity, this means the advice must be simple. For instance, AI can tell you a plant in 2 weeks because the soil will have enough moisture, and not just plant now because someone may not understand why. Another one is a local confirmation, meaning that someone will trust, like an agricultural officer or a respected farmer agrees. That builds confidence. Another one, testing small, meaning that don't risk everything at once. Try the advice on a small plot. If it works, expand next season. That way, trust builds slowly and safely. This is the same approach used in pilot projects across Africa. Small tests confirmed by experts, expanded step by step, and it works. Thank you.
Oh, that is inspiring, Henos. So, Marco, from your leadership perspective, what partnership or collaboration are most important to make AI adoption successful?
Making sure that we collaborate with companies that subscribes to our mission and vision, because we wanted to align with people who see what or the way we wanted to improve rural communities. There are so many um, companies out there that still don't believe that people in rural communities can change the world or use AI in a way that can be beneficial to bigger companies. But we've seen it. We've proved that AI is needed in the rural communities, and that is where most of the investment is needed. So we want to make sure that the companies that we collaborate with believe in our mission of we want to go and invest in rural communities because it's sustainable and you taking the technology to where the experts are and they can do it comfortably from their home.
Yeah, that's very true. So, Brian, how can AI inspire a new generation of problem solvers and community leaders?
Okay, AI can inspire this new generation of problem solvers and community leaders. Maybe let me speak in the rural context. If we want to spark, if AI can inspire us in many ways. First, what we talked earlier about fixing the local problems that are in our communities. That's what AI can inspire us to be problem solvers, because maybe a person like me can say, today I've seen a problem with water. We have a challenge in water system, and the challenge is not the water. It's how we can utilize that water resource effectively, from the tapping to the transmission to the storage. So for me, I will think like, I want to solve this problem. I want to come up with system like a water maintenance system that's in tech, that can use AI to, let's say, track water quality, purity, the pH, maybe the water flow. If there is an issue, AI can alert the maintenance team and tell them there is a leakage or the pressure has decreased. Maybe go check somewhere the pipe. So I think that is how AI can spark inspiration through solving local problems. And I think that's where AI can inspire us, because we'll be thinking about solving these local problems using AI.
Yes, so that's very true, Brian. So incorporating to that, maybe Henos, you can tell us the role AI is playing in our villages to prepare for or respond to disasters.
Yes, thank you so much, Valerie, for that. You see, in our communities, drought and floods are like enemies that keep coming back. Year after year, they are ones that destroy our harvest, kill our animals, and even take lives. Now, AI can stop the rain from AI can stop the rain from failing or the river from flooding, but it can warn us. It can warn us early so that we prepare. And in disasters, preparation is everything. Let me explain. AI can gather information from different places at the same time. From satellites up in the sky, rainfall records from the weather stations, soil moisture sensors in the ground, even reports from farmers on the ground. It then studies all this and gives patterns. For example, it can say, this year we will be dry. Don't waste money on maize. Plant sorghum or millet and start storing water right now. That kind of advice given at the right time could save a family from hunger. For floods, AI can also be life saving. Imagine your phone or even a simple radio alert powered by AI systems telling you heavy rains will come in 5 days. Move your animals to a higher ground. Do not cross the river after this day. That one simple warning can save animals, save harvest, and most importantly, save lives. And this is not the theory. Systems like FailsNet, the Farmers Early Warning System Network, already do this at the national and regional levels. They combine satellite data and local reports to give early warnings about droughts and food shortages across Africa. The problem is those warnings are often stay at the national level. By the time they reach the village, the message is too late or too complicated. So what we need is to bring those same warnings down to the community level. Use the tools we already have, like simple SMS, local FM radios, WhatsApp groups, and even chiefs barazas. If AI generated alerts can be translated into languages like Pokot or Swahili and delivered through those local channels, then the messages will reach even the herder in the field or a mother at the river. But here is the most important part. AI must work hand in hand with tradition. Our elders already know certain signs, the way I said earlier. For example, the birds flying, the way frogs sing, or how trees flowers early. If AI simply tells people something that contradicts what the elders see, villagers may ignore it. But if elders say we see signs of floods and AI confirms with data, then people will act quickly. That combination uh, of wisdom plus technology is what makes early warnings powerful and believable. So yes, AI can help, but not by replacing what we already know. It will be strongest when it listens to the sky through satellites and listens to the ground through our elders, then speaks clearly to the people in a way they understand. That's how AI can save lives in times of drought and floods. Thank you.
Wow, that's great. Great explanation. So, Marco, looking ahead, what is your vision for Project Trinity as a leader in bringing AI into villages over the next 5 years?
My goal is to make sure that the younger generation understand where the world is going. AI is the way, making sure that they understand from the get-go so then they ready themselves for a world where AI will be used to solve many issues. Secondly is the expansion. A Project Trinity to expand further into more rural parts to make sure that they are connected to the global society. And I know if we do that, we will become a movement that will solve issues at the local level.
Wow, for sure. So, Brian, what message will you share with villagers who fear that AI will replace human judgment or jobs?
So that's a very good question because most people say that maybe AI will take my job, this and that. But what I can say is that AI will not take your job. It's just for you to learn on. If you're doing any particular job, AI can be. I like referring to this as AI as a co-pilot. You know, a co-pilot in an airplane where there is a pilot and there is a co-pilot. You tell him to do this, and he reports back to you with what you have given him. So I think AI is is our co-pilot, and if you learn how to use it, it will be useful to you. But if you will not learn how to use it, I think there is where you'll get replaced. Yes, so that's my thought.
Yes, so to my amazing guests, any last words that you will leave to our listeners?
I think we need to tell people that AI is here to help us, not to harm us. We just need to embrace it and we will solve most of our challenges in rural communities. So let's embrace it. And as Eno said, prepare for it so then you are not the one that the AI will teach. You be the one that will teach the AI on what you need to get from the AI.
Yes, that's really true. We need to embrace AI for a brighter future because I think that's the way to go. So the only thing I can say is that for our youths, let's keep working with AI. Let's embrace it, and I think we will grow. And for us like rural youth, I think we'll reach far using these tools. It will be like our co-pilot. So thank you for the show, Valerie. It was a nice conversation with you. Enos too, I hope to have many conversations with you. And to our listeners, I hope you had a great time listening to our show. And don't forget to follow us, like, and comment. Yes, thank you.
Yes. So to our listeners out there, AI is not it's just a tool, nothing more. If we use it wisely, it will help us plant better, learn faster, prepare for droughts and floods, and open doors for our young people. But it must speak our language, respect our culture, and work side by side with our traditions. If we do that, then AI becomes a friend of the village and not a stranger. Thank you for listening, and thank you for giving me this chance to share.
Wow, what an incredible discussion we had today. A big thank you to Henos, Brian, and Marco Cheseto, our regional director, for sharing a visionary perspective on how Project Trinity can use AI to scale impact and lead rural innovation across the region. So if you are listening right now, remember this. AI is not far away concept. It is here, and it's up to us to make sure it works for our villages, not against them. That means learning, experimenting, and getting involved too, so that technology becomes a tool for empowerment and growth. And this is your invitation. Please follow Project Trinity social media pages and subscribe to this podcast. Join us as we turn ideas into action and help build a future where every village has a voice in this digital age. I was your host, Valerie Jeruto, and I can't wait to see how today's conversation sparks new ideas and solutions in your community. Until next time, stay inspired, stay connected, and let's keep building the future together. Bye.